Okay, I'm gonna have to do this really fast because all my videos are really long and they can't be that long, so you're gonna have to pause the video a lot. Okay, to download the bot, you go to this website, okay, right here, and you click the L2 Walker 1.9a. You download this, and you also download this host file right here, and you also download this map right here, okay? Here's both of these. You open up L2 Walker, and you extract it to the desktop, okay? It's going to be in this folder. You go to this file right here, and you edit it. Okay, if you're in North America, you change that IP that's in there to this IP, 64.25.35.104. You're done with your host, or you're done with your forward thing. Go to My Computer, C, Windows, System32, Drivers, etc, Host. Now you need to pause the video and copy all of this stuff into your host file. Okay, I'll put it in the description, but yeah, I'm going this really fast, okay? And then you're done with your host file. You don't need a loopback adapter anymore either. Look, if you want to look, it's disabled. You don't need that anymore. You go, once you have that set up, you go back to your L2 Walker folder, you run the Forward.bat. It's going to bring up this file, or this box right here. Once this box is open, you leave it open the entire time you're bot and don't close it or you will be banned. Scroll over to here. Run L2 Walker, okay? Simulate game guard, yes. Disable game guard, yes. This is where you put the path. Okay, it's the L2.bin. You run, okay? My computer's slow because I'm dual booting Windows on a Mac, so it kind of takes a little while. I'm going to pause this until it's loaded. Okay, it's loaded. Okay, so when this is open, you just log into your thing like normal. I don't care that you see my stuff because I'm just going to delete this account anyways. You log in. Once you get to here and you click that, this thing should say no error. If it does not say no error, stop and start all over because you need to make sure it says no error or you're going to be banned. Click start. I'm going to make a better video after this. I just have to do this one really fast just for somebody to have something, that way y'all can figure out how to do this. Alright, once you're here, you hit the home key to open the bot, okay? Your settings, you go into this. This is where you save and load your profiles. I'm going to load mine just so you can examine it and see what's going on. Click stop. Alright, it's loaded. Basic options, don't mess with this. Heal options, you have to set both of these, okay? This is where you have to play with it some. Whenever you start the bot, you need to delete these completely to where they say nothing. You need to go here, you need to save your profile, and then you need to reload your profile. You need to go back to heal options and then set these to what they should be. You may have to do this a couple times until you get it to work. Alright, if you want to heal yourself if you're a caster, use this, okay? Yes, I want to heal myself at this, 70% HP. I want to use this spell. I want to use it in combat. Don't set a delay. You don't need a damn delay. Buffs. Buffs are self-explanatory. If you can't figure out how to set up a buff, don't even use it. The auto-detect, do not use this feature. I'll explain later why not. Do not use auto-detect. Party settings, I'll go through that in a little bit. Path, okay? You want to use this setting, current point, 2000, and you want to select where you want to do this. To do this, you go to the map, real maps. That's what this box is. Whenever you click the radius, that's how big this box is. When you click center point, it's wherever your bot is standing, okay? It'll do the radius around his center point, okay? That's where you set that, alright? And on your path, set the Z limit to 300. I'll explain later, just set that to 300. Don't attack mobs out. That means don't attack mobs outside this range. Policy. You have to set both far attacks and short attacks. I use 10,000 for this area. You need to set this all the way up to 150,000. Between 10,000 and 150,000. You'll have to play with it and see which works for you best. This is why your bot runs to a mob, stops running to the mob, picks another mob, and runs to another one, picks another mob, and it never attacks anything because this isn't set right. It's a bug in the bot, okay? On your spells, you select which spell you want to use, okay? And you do that right here. I want to use Twister, so I pick Twister, okay? You have to do it here too, Twister, okay? You set that to whatever you want. If your heal options are not set right, you need to make sure these are set right and working before you move on, or you're not going to get anywhere with this, alright? Battle heal, this is set up in case my first heal fails. I have this set. This is how I set it up. You do whatever you want, okay? Item settings, people are having problems with loot. Do not select auto pickup self-attack, okay? Item distance is 1,000. Pick up before attack is selected. Do not pick up these items, okay? You want all three of these set. That's how you do that. Sound alerts, you make a sound on Windows recorder or whatever and put it in your L2 Walker folder. Alright, and if you want it to play a sound, if you've been attacked by a player, you click this, and you select the sound you want it to play. It's very self-explanatory. That's how you do that in your map. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. policy path. Yeah, that's how you set up. This is how it's going right now. Okay, so I'm gonna run the bot for just a second just to show you that it works. Start. Okay, hit the home key again to make that go away. So see, he's running to the mob. Okay, if he stops, see how he stopped and went to attack another mob? That is because the bot is set up that if it takes longer than 5 seconds to attack a mob, it's going to switch targets. He's attacked that mob. Okay, he's attacking the chest now. Once the chest is dead, he's going to go back and, you see, he's going back to attack that mob. Alright, and now watch. He looted. Oh my god, it's amazing. Alright, now, for some reason I can't scroll out of first person mode. I don't know why. It's something when I loaded the bot, it bugged. But, yeah, see how he switched targets again? It's because it's taken too long to get to the mob, and he thinks it's stuck somewhere. So he's going to switch to find a closer mob. This is a part of the bot. It is supposed to do this. Don't ask me questions about this, because it is supposed to do this. If it's never attacking any mob at all, you need to change the distance in your attack options. If it's not attacking any mobs at all, you need to go to policy and change this to a bigger number. If I were to set this to 150,000, it would attack every mob out here. But I don't set it up that way because I just don't care. I mean, I want it to attack the closest mobs ever, and I don't want him running 300 miles to attack a mob. Alright, now he's going back to the chest to attack that because it hadn't attacked him yet. He might skip it. Watch, I knew it. He was going to skip it because it took too long to get there. This is just how I personally set up my bot. I like it set up this way. I don't care. You know, but that's that. I'm going to make a more in-depth video. I was just making a fast video that's shorter than 10 minutes so I can upload it to YouTube and you can just have something. Pause the video if you have to. If you absolutely cannot figure out what to do, ask questions. Do not private message me your questions because I'm not going to answer them. The reason why is not because I'm an asshole, is because that if somebody else in the forums had the same question you do, I don't want everybody PMing me. That way they can look through the forum and find the answer that they're looking for because I've answered it before. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't read the forums and gone through it, if you ask me a question that has already been answered in the forums, I'm not even going to bother with you. You need to learn to read, okay? And if you cannot figure out your server IP, it's the netstat in command, okay? And you can learn how to do this through Google. I'm not going to go through it. But you go in and you do netstat. It will show you every connected client. Okay, so 642537. That is my server IP, and it's on port 7777. That's how you figure out what your server IP is. If you're trying to figure out your server IP, do not use any of the bot stuff before you do that. Run the game the normal way, do this, and figure out what your server IP is, okay? That's how you figure out your server IP. If you don't know any more about that, then I'm sorry, you have to Google it and figure out how to do it. Alright, but that's my video. I'll make another one better. I was just doing this really fast so y'all would have something. I'm going to make a new one right now. Bye.